Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power, Save the Planet, here on Terrific Tuesday in Connecticut. A little late in the day, but I thought I'd knock this off. Guys, you saw the thumbnail. Lean for life. Guys, I can only say I'm very, very lucky in that I have never had a weight problem in my entire life. It's not because I was eating so great. Right since I was a young kid, 8, 9, 10 years old, I was playing sports year round. So for the longest time, I was just so active that it didn't matter. It really didn't matter. And up until you're 25, 30, 35 years old, that's the case. Okay? Now, I was always a terrific athlete. And after I got into college, I started to run. And I ran, and I ran, and I ran. And I was actually a terrific amateur type runner for a long time. I ran several marathons and 10K, 5Ks, handful of ultras, that type of thing. Eventually, my knee started to give out, and I stopped running before I needed surgery and all that sort of stuff. And I get into the bike, stationary and otherwise. I prefer the outdoor bike for sure. But I love to work out. And for that reason, I could deviate from a good diet every now and then, and it would be nothing. It would be absolutely nothing. Now, at about 35, 25 to 35 in there, when I really started running like full time, like 70 to 100 miles a week, every single week, year round, that's when I started getting into health. Okay? So by the time I started becoming interested in diet, along with the exercise, they just sort of two dovetailed. And I never had any trouble. I really didn't. So in that regard, I guess I was very lucky. And luck had something to do with it. If I wasn't so physically inclined as a young boy, and again, I wasn't so interested in the physical culture of the human body, I would have had trouble just like everything else. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, guys, I'm lean for life, and there is no reason at all you can't be as well. Every single person in the world can be lean for life. Are there genetic issues that some... Okay. I'll give you less than 1% of the people might have an issue, and they can't. Everybody else, guys, it is there for you. Now, here's the thing, guys. Fat is the villain. I've spent the last 6, 8 months, year, telling you that sugar and carbs are not the villain. So what's the villain? Guys, it's fat. It's absolutely fat is the problem. Fat, type 2 diabetes is a disease of fat. Hypertension, fat. Heart disease, fat. Obviously, obesity, fat. And, when somebody like Mark Hyman can write a book to eat fat, to lose fat, it's just so irresponsible, it's ridiculous. And it gets me bugged. But anyway, fat is the issue here. Now, here's the deal. As I'm sitting here making this video, and as you are sitting here watching this video, we are burning fat. It's not a lot, but we are burning fat. Okay? When I got on the exercise bike earlier today and went for about an hour, just about 20 miles in an hour, I was burning more fat. When I was doing kettlebell, I was burning even more fat. Okay? So I'm burning fat. Now, as long as I don't put fat back in my mouth, guys, you're lean for life. Just go high carb, low fat. Now listen, all the foods that I espouse, and you think about it, if you've been watching this for any period of time, fruits, veggies, corn, rice, peas, potatoes. Whole grains, if you wish. I don't deviate from those what I just told you. Today I had 2 cups of rice with some ketchup and mustard. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. All of them had no overt fats. I had 2 baked potato fries, sliced up real thin and baked. Put some ketchup on them, ate them. No overt fats. I had some fruit. I had a lot of fruit juice. Put some sugar in my juice and whatnot like that. Guys, there's no fat. There is no way, if you don't put fat in your mouth, that it's going to end up with somewhere in your body. It just plain can't happen. And this nonsense that, fruit makes you fat, excess carbs make you fat, it's just a lie. It's just a lie. Excess carbs get stored as glycogen or fuel in the muscles. So if I get excess carbs today, they're stored in my muscles, and I use them as fuel tomorrow. It's as simple as that. All right? So, guys, fat is the villain. Okay, now everybody says, well, what about good fats? All right, avocado, nuts, and seeds. Is it better than meat, dairy, fish? You bet. You bet. Of course. But fat is still fat. And the fat from avocado or the fat from a steak can still clog your arteries, can still make you insulin resistant, and cause type 2 diabetes. Guys, you don't put fat in your mouth, and there is not going to be any fat on your body. Carbs do not store as fat. You know what stores as fat? Fat stores as fat. So if you've ever been on a keto paleo diet, like Mark Hyman says, or whatever, guys, there is only one way and one way only. Well, a couple ingredients to it. But number one, you have to severely restrict calories. Mark Hyman and Mark Sisson are talking anywhere from a 1,200 to a 1,600 calorie a day diet. That is, guys, they got 1,600 calories at Auschwitz. Okay? So that is a death camp diet. And if that's the way you want to live, knock yourself out. Now, there's no carbs in that. So in order to fuel yourself, you have to take some sort of stimulants. Most of them are just coffee junkies, and they're proud of it. They're proud of it. Some of them, like Dave Asprey and Ben Greenfield and all these other guys, they're just full of modafinil and Adderall and even stronger stuff. 5-hour energies, which is still just caffeine. Okay? So guys, the fat you eat is the fat you wear. Fat is the villain. You want to be lean for life, get rid of the fat. Case closed. It's simple. Guys, how about the Kenyan National Runners? I was just talking about them with my brothers today. Okay, now the Kenyan National Runners eat predominantly one thing, ugali, which is sort of a corn paste that's put into blocks that looks almost like tofu. And literally, that's all they eat. Some rice, okay? They drink some green tea, fill it with sugar to the point where their spoons are standing up in their cups. Guys, that is what they eat. There's no overt fats in this. There's no olive oil. There's no avocado. There's no nuts. There's no seeds. Guys, now, that is the Kenyan National Run. Well, they're running 200 miles a week. Yeah, they are. Now, what about everybody else that is not on the Kenyan National Running Team? They're all slim. They're not as buffed as the athletes, but they're all slim. They're all eating that. That's what they eat. And they're some of the healthiest people in the world. Guys, don't put fat in your mouth. It won't end up on your butt. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. Fat is the bad guy. Obesity, duh. Heart disease, it's fat. Hypertension, a disease of fat. Type 2 diabetes, a disease of fat. Now, people like Jason Fung and all these other charlatans that say you have to go on a keto diet to get rid of your insulin issues, cure diabetes. No, it doesn't. It doesn't cure diabetes at all. Since you are not putting carbs in your body, there is no reason for the insulin insulin levels to be up. But guys, you need carbs in your body. So if you're not having carbs in your body, there's only one thing left to eat, and that's fat. And that is just exacerbating the problem of type 2 diabetes. It does not cure type 2 diabetes. It keeps your insulin down periodically, but it does not cure it. The only way you're going to cure type 2 diabetes is get the dang fat out of your blood, out of your, from coating around your cells, out of your lymphatic system. It's the only way to do it. And to do that, fruits, veggies, corn, rice, peas, potatoes. No overt fats. That's it. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll talk again tomorrow. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power.